my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just a piece under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light, end of night, rain of sin. Exit light, end of night, take my hand, off to never, never land. Yeah.
Gonna do the two-step in cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. We're gonna do the two-step in cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down
you're curious or confused, get information or a pamphlet at most pharmacies or a health clinic. If you need help, see a doctor.
It's Trenton. It's Trenton Wade. He's heading to the protest and he's gonna get laid. It's Trenton. It's Trenton Wade. Those sexy reparations are about to get paid. It's Trenton. That's Trenton Wade. A whole lot of muscle, but still got brains. That's Trenton. Trenton Wade. Those girls be lining up behind him just like a train. Oh yeah. Come on, y'all, that's right. And nothing but a protest party. Huh. How? Where my bricks at? That's the corniest dancing I ever did see. Come on over here, doll. I'll put a pep in your step.
The lovely assistant, she's gonna keep track of the score.
That's me.
The lovely assistant who could ask for anything more.
Toyota. The 2003 Toyota Camry will get your family to the places you need to be.
But I thought it was all about me.
Oh, sorry. We had to pay for this song somehow, so we got in some advertising. Hope you don't mind.
Where's my song?
America is a divided country. Corrupt politicians bought and paid for by hypersized corporate conglomerates on one side, and emotionally manipulated mindless automatons pushing you into their arms on the other. But what if I told you there was another choice? That we could end all of this in an instant. Hi, I'm Major Tom, and I want to be your president. My comprehensive Nuke America Now campaign is proven, bipartisan, and effective. Unlike all those other people offering you false platitudes about change and togetherness, I make you only one simple campaign promise. If elected, after a week-long rager to celebrate the greatest country ever known, I'll turn America's entire nuclear arsenal in on itself, and we'll make sure America goes out on top and on our own terms. The time to pretend that this country is fixable is over. It's time to elect a leader that understands our situation. So remember, vote MT 2024, and let's finally give this joke the punchline it deserves.
Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen and Herren, all the way from Tokyo, Japan, the Yodelmeister, Mr. Takeo Ishii.
It was when I was out, was a walking. Someone took my lovely chicken from me. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away. Coming out when someone took my lovely chicken from me. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Yo, Meister.
Jumping to the stove, she rose and landed where she thought the bottom was well roasted. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, mein Damen und Herren, presenting to you aus right in Winkel, Southern Bavaria, the Yellow Meister, yodeling the BB handle.
Godspeed to town, I go out shopping and we'll buy a brand new lovely chicken. Run, my lovely chicken, run, my dear. Run, my lovely chicken, run away.
And now we're gonna take it to the top with some extreme yodeling with Takeo Ishii.
Get that chicken. There you go, pipiendo.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog.
Bam.
I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bun.
Bam. Bam.
Fun.
Bam. Bam.
Fun.
Bam. Bam.
Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. Look at me. Look at look at look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog.
It's winning TV.
You never know who's gonna stop by when you're watching winning TV. All the people that you've gotten to know and the new faces you see. You got Phil, he's the man in charge. You know he's running the show. He's got all of the news of the day and all the gossip to unload. So settle in, cause we're going through the next couple hours. It's just us and you. Y'all gonna love everything you see right here on Winning TV. You never know who's gonna drop in when you're watching Winning TV. Well, maybe Kimmy, the Minister of Fun, or even UK Neil. Doc Martin, Sandra too, sometimes Grandma Smith. I'm always gonna check in on Phil and see who he's gonna be with. Tuesdays you got Kitty B, Thursdays Victor Von Shroom. You never know if you play your cards right. Next show it could be you. I'm gonna go on Winning TV. Next time it's gonna be me. I'm gonna go on Winning TV. Say hey everyone, look at me. I'm gonna go on Winning TV. The next time it's gonna be me. So come on Phil, get out those black pills. Why don't you give one to me? Gonna give that heart and soul. Gonna hit the old speakeasy. Give that sausage a rough load.
Microphone. There we go.
Renee, she does. Sandy has BD. That's the name of the show for tonight. Welcome to 2022.
Hopefully everybody can hear us. I got a new platform up and running last night. So we're on Odyssey, Twitch. We're back on YouTube, and of course D-Live, the back of the bus. So welcome back. It's the first Saturday show of the new year.
Woohoo!
I wish I could say it's
You
gonna be.
missed me, didn't you, Yankee?
Oh yeah.
Couldn't wait to come back for another year being tortured by a little old gal in Texas.
Depends on what kind of crabs she has, RM Johns.
He don't care as long as she has those titties. I'm sorry. Excuse my French.
If they're crabs from Maine, we're all set. If they're crabs from Maine, we're all set. Texas Peasant, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Texas crabs. I was thinking of Doc for a second there.
Right. Oh, you will pay for that remark, Yankee.
Crabs from Maine. Okay, that's fine. If Sandy's got crabs from Maine, yeah, we're good.
Honey, I don't think so. I think hers are from outer space.
That's not right. Sandy's a nice, wholesome, a sweet girl. Who just happens to do very, very angelic karaoke. I mean,
angelic is not the term I would have selected, but okay, you can delude yourself if you would like to, because we all know what you're really paying attention to.
Dang, look at them titties.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to 2022. Some things are new and some things never change.
Yes.
Glad to see everybody. Renee, Esriva. Who else have we got in the chat? Oh, always from the bunker, of course. He's still living in the bunker, I'm thinking.
I saw Sinister Charlie over at the YouTubes, since I don't know how long we're going to be on YouTube, but we'll try again until the emails start coming.
So the nasty comments.
And nobody over at Odyssey, but we just started. It's our first night over at Odyssey, so we got to have some backup plans like you should. So,
Renee, I'm not surprised your dog howls. He knows a dog when he sees one or hears one. Just saying. Hi, Hidden Hen. Hey, Booker Bradley.
And here's
Glad y'all came.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back. Well, we'll play your theme music, Doc. Welcome back to the show, Doc Martin. Nice to see you again.
My theme music? What is that?
How have you been? How's your new year?
Well, it was actually very nice. Thank you. Quiet. What is the theme music? What are you being so evil and devious about?
Nothing.
Is he?
It's your theme song.
Why is that? What is the song? Pray tell.
Oh, right. So, if you want to become a sponsor of this shit show, you can go over to Streamlabs or over to Buy Me a Coffee. The links pop up in the chat or in the About section of D-Live. They're in the About section of D-Live. Or you can go over to the Winning TV store and get yourself a nice Winning TV coffee mug or a shirt or whatever. You can't get my Captain Kirk shirt, though.
That's true, Renee. My theme song is the birthday song. I'm the birthday girl. Happy birthday to you.
All right, you ready to go there, Buffalo Bill?
Oh, was it Songs of the Land?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Team Rat. You are nasty.
It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
Oh, and you know mine is heavily creamed and oil. I should never tell. I'm sorry I gave you my address for a Christmas card. You and Kimmy are going to be paying us a visit if there's any true emergency or lack of food.
Yeah, didn't you know Doc Martin was Ted Levine, and now he is she has transitioned to Doc Martin. That's why I played the theme song. Thank you, Poker Bradley. All right.
Oh, you are bad.
So
Always says he bought a new sound system and extra speakers for the bunker just for Sandy. Oh, you'll suck up.
Sandy. We love Sandy here at Winning
You are
TV.
a suck up.
By the way, make sure you visit the Etsy store for Maureen, proud sponsor of Winning TV, our official Nida.
Yes, we love little Miss Maureen. She's very nice. I like her.
Sponsor. I spent
And
all my...
Boca, you just make sure that don't give him your address. He first sign of trouble, he'll be barbecuing dog. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes. I'm on
He's
team.
trying to get Glenn back to. Is it Glenn? No.
No.
I
what's
will
the
eat your
screen?
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better watch
we
out.
banned him from our neighborhood.
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors.
All right.
And he does. He said that he was watching his neighbors and had already planned on who he was going to eat first. I'm going, oh my Lord, I cannot ever let you come to my neighborhood.
Yes, Maureen, heard her name. She's been summoned. Our official Nida. Marina Nida.
Ah, yes. Maureen,
Yes.
don't you even
Maureen
worry,
should be
darling. I didn't want him to
everybody's.
say anything bad.
Maureen should be everybody's Nida. Need a cozy for their gun? That gun looks bad without a knitted cover for Maureen. Need a knitted cover
And
for
she
your
may even break
AK-47?
you off. She may even break you off a little tune as she's knitting.
Oh, hello, Maureen.
She's multi-talented. We've heard her sing, haven't we?
Oh yes, Maureen has the voice almost up there with Sandy Paul.
Oh please, she is so not even. Are you kidding? Maureen has class.
I'm not
Don't
saying
you
she's
worry,
Sandy
Maureen. I am
Paul.
not letting you put you up near that woman.
I was referring
down
to
there.
the vocal ability, not to anything else.
Mm-hmm. I'm not letting her be put in any category with that woman. Hey, Miss Kitty. How you doing?
Oh, okay. Let's get some background ambiance music on
So,
here.
did you have a good New Year's? I know you missed me while we were gone.
Did I?
Yes, of course you did.
I did nothing. I did nothing.
Good for you, really.
Well, no, I did
I'm
work.
shocked and amazed.
I worked New Year's Day, but yeah, I did. I actually did work New Year's Day. Oh shit.
Oh, Bill.
Yep.
I am saying
Yep, I did work New Year's Day.
You've got to learn to take a day here and there. I'm just saying.
All right.
So what's the climate up there? Tell us about where. I know a lot of people know you're, up there in Yankeeville, and we hear all sorts of stories of what's going on in the cities. But how is it out where you live? We were kind of talking about it before the show, but I think people would be interested in hearing that.
Well, climate-wise, it's colder than GRC3's titty, but climate-wise,
Colder than a witch's titty and a brass bra on the shady side of an iceberg.
yeah, we got our leftists here, and we got our, but most people, if you stay away from the city of Utica, you're pretty much okay.
How are people feeling?
I've gone into a couple stores where people without a mask, because that mask mandate thing went back into place in New York, but most people don't say a word. So
good.
I haven't run into any psychos yet about the mask.
Yeah. I only ran into that one little guy at the height of the woohoo. I had gone into Sam's. It was during Christmas time of that year of 2020, I guess. And I had to make several trips into Sam's to pick up some gifts for customers as I was going to see them. And there was one little Asian guy, I don't know where he was from, at the door, but he was the bossiest thing I have ever seen and the loudest. I've never seen anybody talk that loud. And he would harass me going, ma'am, don't you want a mask? And I would say, no, thank you, I do not. And I would just keep on walking, and he would follow me into the store. He was the only one that ever hassled me. Well, we had done that, like 50 times in the space of a week or two, and he knew me. I mean, it was every day. So it wasn't like he had the opportunity to forget me. So towards the end, it was so funny because I'd walked in one day and I breezed past him. He was harassing another innocent shopper, and I breezed past hoping I was going to get past him, but he saw me. And it was like I had a red flag on my chest going, harass me, And he leaves that one to come running after me, screaming at the top of his lungs, man, same thing every day. I just ignored him. And I just kept on walking at a really fast clip. And this other lady, I heard these steps coming up behind me. There had been another lady that was in the club, and she was masked up. And I knew she had looked at me rather disdainfully when we were entering. And I just didn't pay her any mind and was just going on. And all of a sudden I heard these hurried steps behind me, and she was tapping me on the shoulder. And I acted like I had my earphones in, and I turned and she said, ma'am, you may not know it, but the gentleman is trying to get your attention. And I looked at her and I said, oh yes, I'm very well aware of it. And I guess you don't realize I was trying to ignore him, but thank you for letting me know. And I smiled at her real big. And I said, have a great day. And I just turned around and kept on walking. I mean, I was walking so fast that woman couldn't even catch up with me. And she was just looking at me like, oh my gosh. But other than him and the one little man at Target that, I made him walk through the whole store, and I know liked him too. Other than that, nobody else has bugged me. But we hadn't had a mask mandate or anything down here in so long. But I will tell you that it's been a little discouraging to see the amount of people still wearing them out of ignorance. But, to each his own, as long as they're not trying to make me do the same thing. I don't give a shit. Excuse my French, but you know what I'm saying? Live and let live is my motto. Just don't try to make me do anything like that.
All right, let's get into this here. I might as well do the... Oh. Why? YouTube ads. Screw you. We're going to play some Japanese pop music from the 80s tonight.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And we got to play some good, too.
80s Japanese pop music.
That's not so bad.
All right. Well, we might as well start out with... We've got some COVID stuff first, and then we've got some... the saddest day in American history, January 6th. A day that'll live in infamy above Pearl Harbor. And me being part Japanese, that's saying a lot. And then we got sausages and some karaoke. And
karaoke?
Yeah. And your future.
Who's karaoke? Huh?
Oh, our usual karaoke guest.
Oh, please.
The angelic pipes of Sandy Paul. All right. Let's get started.
What kind of pop she's got.
Which one's this? Let me see what this one is first. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to play this one first. I got them out of order here. Oh, here it is. Yes. Oh, you dirty rat. Why is it doing that? Hello? Why is my screen doing that? New thing. It's got to mess up, right? Everything's working great, and this one thing's got to mess up.
It can't just go without a total hitch. I mean, it's got to be one in there somewhere.
Okay. Why is it doing that? Give me 1 second. I can't get the videos to come up.
So I hope everyone out in the chat had a good holiday season or refreshed and renewed for a new year.
Okay, let's try this. I'll have to fix this because obviously we want to watch videos and we can't watch videos if... So I see. You gotta be a pain in the ass, don't you? We can fix this. I'm not sure which one it is. Ooh,
I
not
could
that
say
one.
something, but I'm gonna let it pass.
Not that one.
I
There we
shouldn't.
go.
Oh
There
no.
we go.
She looks nice. Yeah.
We gotta fix the screen up here.
Uh-huh.
I had to add another thing because I screwed up. It was my fault. I screwed up.
Why does crazy the first thing that jumps to my mind when I see her face?
Okay.
Is she about to confirm that suspicion?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't like that, so let's fix this up a little bit more.
Yes, Reva, if you're getting by, honey, with the help of a few friends, then everything's okay. Because that's life, it's just getting by, isn't it? Just having a good time while you're doing it. Oh, she probably is. She might. She looks like the one that might have been given injections for New Year's. Hidden hand. He's going, she's not a teacher, is she?
Oh, Hidden Hands here. You can hop on in, Hidden Hand. It's only Doc and I tonight.
He's probably afraid too after the last time he came.
I gotta make sure the sound works. Sorry about this, folks, but this stuff happens when you get new stuff. You know, you gotta.
It does. We're okay. We're just hanging loose, waiting. So we're doing just fine.
Everything works except for the video. I apparently gotta have two different separate screens on this program to make the video work. Don't know why. It doesn't make any sense because it always worked before, but whatever. It is what it is.
All of their little nuances. Each one has its own little particular nuances.
All right, let's try it. Let's try to see if the sound works.
We're gonna get it soon! And then we can play! Yay! I'm so excited! We will get to play together when it's done. The shot! We will get to play together when it's done. The shot! We will get to play together. We will get to play together. We will get to play together when it's done. The shot!
How to get your kids vaccinated? Now, of course, there's.
How did I know that was coming?
There's always a reason why. You know, you got to play something like that first because we got something.
You got
to
to laugh or you'd cry.
We got something to follow that up with. This young lady got the shot.
Okay.
And she can't walk.
Oh, poor child. She's so young. Look at her.
I'll read it so that just in case it's cut off. After not being able to walk after her second Pfizer vaccine shot, SGE, I'm not sure what her name is, maybe he's protecting her name, took her first steps in 2 months at physical therapy without a walker. Proud dad. This girl was an athlete before this, by the way.
Calvin Whitaker, wherever you are, our heart breaks for you. Oh, bless her heart. Breaks your heart.
We're not against the shot at all because we decided to let her get it. We just want people to know that this can happen. This is the biggest problem I have with Fauci and everybody who's saying it's safe and effective. They're lying to you because there are issues with it. There are deaths happening. There's 20 some odd. I think Victor sent me the list. There's 24 some odd side effects from this vaccine.
Yes.
So
None to this day. Plus, remember that you get no assistance from anybody when you're dealing with the costs associated with care for someone like this. There's nobody that's going to come pay your deductible for you. There's nobody that's going to come help you pay for getting her to all those therapies. There's not going to be anybody that's going to help you build her a ramp or do anything extra for her care. It's all going to be on you. So you just remember that as you make the decision. Can you afford to take this risk? Is a very regardless of how you feel about the shot, if you're just willing to, roll the dice and take the chance, on a financial level, you need to look, can you afford, what would you have to give up in your life to take care of your child in this circumstance? How would you earn a living? Who would care for her while you're at work? Who's going to shuffle her to doctor's appointments? Who's going to pay your deductible? Who's going to pay all of your copays every time you have to take her and for all the meds? I could give you a list of things that you need to really seriously take into consideration as you make that decision, regardless of whether you will look at the facts that we've covered for months on every show known to man. About the potential risks.
This was very difficult to deal with. She is an athlete. She was, and he put she is. Well, she's still an athlete, but it's going to be a long road. That's
going to be what's going to help her get through it, though, is because she was an athlete going into it, so she should have been in pretty good shape. That'll help her.
She, as an athlete, days before this happened, she was traveling around playing AAU basketball. So that's kind of shitty. I don't know. There's a whole, it looks like a telegram room with vaccine injuries. So, here's another one. One more for you.
Am pretty convinced that the Pfizer booster I got this past Monday was the result of how I am today. Just trying to get the other doctor to be on board with that so I can get the proper treatment. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and been looking up people who have had the same reaction. I hate to be that person because I was very pro-vaccine until this happened. And now it's hard to say. But I realize this will not happen to everyone, but people do need to be aware that last week I was normal. I did not have trouble talking, and now my muscles spasm so bad I can't control it, and it sucks. I am very self-conscious about it.
Just want to say, now do you know why the nurses, millions of nurses got fired? Because they wouldn't take it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody
and did you
is
know
saying,
that,
hey, look, you got medical professionals that won't take it. Why? None of our media,
doctors.
Reporters, journalists, where the hell are they?
Well, by the fact that you know that the Pfizer CEO didn't want to take it, they had to make him. They don't require their staff to. The
Did he
CDC doesn't
really
require
take
their
it?
staff to. The WHO doesn't. The Biden administration doesn't. Nobody that's requiring all the rest of us to take the jab is required to take the jab. And if you look on Twitter, they have had space groups. I was telling you, on Saturdays they have one for doctors that are treating with the right drugs, and they're advising people they've had nurses. They've got several spaces for nurses throughout the week just to help support them emotionally and to get the word out about what they're doing and what they're trying in the hospitals and in care. That's been effective. So they're trying to not only support these people, but to get the word out for us regular lay people. We can listen to their spaces and get a lot of good information. So I highly recommend it. If you need the info, just DM me. But they have a bunch of them, and you can get some really good info in it. But they've been talking about what they've been seeing in the hospitals and stuff like that, and all of the vaccine injuries, all the death, all the stillborn babies, all the women that are not getting pregnant, they're not having deliveries, all that kind of thing. I mean, it's just been absolutely amazing to hear. All of these women and men that are on the front lines that have refused to take the jab and were fired for it. Well, what they've been talking about this week too is that a lot of these hospitals are so short-staffed and getting hit so hard with people flocking in to the emergency room, whether they are bad or not, when they think they've even gotten exposed to the newest variant, what's it called, Omicron. And so these hospitals have been quietly going around trying to rehire a lot of the nurses that they just fired for not getting the jab. They were talking about it on there. So I think that's quite ironic, which of course we know is the opposite of wrinkly.
I'm a nurse. I'm an LPN. I work in a cardiology clinic, and I have not even been able to do my job at work. I've been doing desk work for the last week, and it's been hard. So far, I don't really have any definitive answers, but I've been trying to get in contact with someone who can help so that I could get some treatment. So any prayers are appreciated. Like I said, I was pro-vaccine, but I am convinced that this is what caused my spasms and tremors and my trouble talking. My muscles are so damn sore at the end of the day because I'm forcing myself to say words, and the tremors really make my muscles sore. I can't take muscle relaxers while I'm working, so I have to just suffer all day. But I...
Yep, all because Dr. Fauci doesn't want to give up his universal flu vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Big gamble.
And
playing with people's
they're
lives.
not gambling. They know. They don't give a shit. They just want their money in perpetuity. These drug companies, when they push through these boosters and then they push through all these drugs that they're going to use to treat all your side effects until you die a miserable death from it, then they're going to make zillions in perpetuity. So this war is for all the marbles. So that's why we've got to buck up, keep on educating people everywhere we can, keep on pushing everywhere we can not to comply. Peaceful non-compliance. It's got to be universal across the board. Refusal to comply, refusal to give up and give in even an inch. That's why I'm saying everywhere you can, you push the envelope about wearing a damn mask or you tell them not only no, but hell no to the vax. Just saying.
I'm trying to fix up this thing so I can get it to work right here. 1 second here. Where the hell is it? Where'd it go? Okay. There's the full screen. Well, where the hell did it go? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I found it. Full screen. Okay. Let's see if it works. Yes, it works. Okay. Good. Got that fixed. Here is Montreal because you got the carrot for a little while. Now they're bringing the stick. This is Montreal. They're on curfew now because the virus attacks after 10
Can
o'clock.
tell time.
Yeah.
Did you not know that, Yankee?
I was
mean, honestly,
completely unaware of
That
that.
came out in 101. We've talked about that. It's smart. It knows if you're inside or outside. It knows even if you're in a car by yourself, you should wear a mask because it knows how to get in that window and get you. So it knows time. I mean, honestly, I thought you knew that.
I was unaware. I just
Yeah.
no. I thought
Sorry,
the
that was-
virus was around the entire time and didn't go to bed or anything or take a nap, but apparently I was wrong.
I know, yeah. We've got a hip new learned virus here that, knows if you're socially distanced or if you're wearing a mask that doesn't really work anyway. And it'll zoom in and really get you if you're unvaxxed, by the way.
Which is kind of funny because all of the nurses here, I have a family member that's in the nursing field. All the nurses here are getting it, and they've been double vaxxed and boosted, most of them, and they're out of work. So not only do you have a nurses shortage, but most of them are going out with COVID, even though they've had all 3 shots.
My brother-in-law just got his booster. He's had all 3 shots now. And within a week, of getting his booster, he had it again.
Oh, yeah. Quebec has the, Kitty B saying Quebec has the passports. And, of course, they probably have a mask mandate, too. You are subject to arrest. Look at all the cops. Oh, my God.
Le refus d'obtempérer à cet ordre vous rend passible d'une amende pouvant aller de 1000 à 6000 $. Merci de contribuer à limiter la propagation de la COVID-19. Your attention, please.
Phil, stop it for a second. I have a question. Okay, now I don't know if I'm seeing it very good. Are those people that are walking on the street? Are they telling them to get off of it? Are
Oh,
they
yeah.
protesters or are
No,
they
they're just people
complying?
walking. They're just people
They're
walking.
just walking by at that time.
Yep. The police are out there telling them if you don't go inside or go home, you will be arrested for being outside, for the crime of being outside.
You're really at risk of getting it outside, yeah. Oh, dear God.
Australia is doing the same thing. Coming to a city
Well, they're
near
trying
you.
to do it. They're trying to do it here in the States, especially up there in the blue states.
Oh, I think it's going to happen. And it's going to happen soon.
And under the Public Health Act, you are ordered between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. to be at your residence or the grounds of that residence.
You know how you stop this lockdown? Shit. Don't take the damn test. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
Hey, Hidden Hands in the Zoom.
Oh, is he? Okay, I can't see. So, don't take the damn test. You take the test, no, he's not there. Was he there?
I'm sorry, say again. I was reading something.
He's not there.
Who?
Oh, he's in the other Zoom. The link's changed, Hidden Hand. I gotta send you a new link. I'll put it in Discord for you.
Can
Yeah.
I hear you?
You should be able to. I'll put it in Discord.
Boca, it's that lovely accent the French have. You know, it's like my mama. She could hug you with one arm and bitch slap you with the other, and you would never even know it because she sounded so sweet when she did it. Just saying. She could correct you so nicely and so meanly at the same time. It's an art.
That's why all these fools taking the test that picks up the flu and the cold, a common cold, and calls
It's
it
ridiculous. It
COVID.
doesn't work.
Everybody who keeps
It doesn't
taking
work.
that stinking test and it comes up positive,
I know.
all you're
know.
doing is bringing lockdowns on yourself. That's all you're
I
doing.
know.
I mean, stop.
My daughter also got ill within a day of Ken
Now
getting
think about it.
sick. We live across the alley, and Haley got sick. Now, we were not in close proximity, so I do not know that there was any correlation, but it was interesting timing. And my sister said, well, you know, you ought to go get her tested, because if you get a positive, if you have, I can't remember what the rule is, like, I'd have to look at it again, but they do the monoclonal antibody treatments down here in Texas. We've got the drive-throughs everywhere, so you can go get it, and that really is very effective in fighting it, particularly if you're past the first 5 days. I was just listening to a space today where the doctors and them were telling that the most effective thing they've got going right now is on day like 5 and above is the monoclonal treatment. And so my sister was saying, you ought to test Haley so that she could get that treatment. And I said, Cindy, if they would give her the treatment regardless, because it won't hurt you even if you don't if you don't have the woohoo, it doesn't hurt you to get it. And I said, so if they would treat her without it, I would be fine with that, but I will not allow her to be tested. Number one, I think a lot of those tests are tainted, and I think that's one of the ways they're propagating it. And number two, I think they are a crock of you know what. And number three, I am not going to give them anything else to beat me over the head with. No, absolutely not. I will not. And I said, if I call up there and they'll give her the treatment regardless, then yes, I will have her there today. I will get her up, get her there in 20 minutes. But if they're going to say that she's got to have some test, unless they can draw, you know, take a sterile needle and draw it out and test her blood, then other than that, no, there is nothing going in any orifice of her body, just saying. So I just kept her home and treated her. Luckily, because she is, you know, has asthma and is a, emphysema. She has emphysema. Fortunately, one of her breathing medicines, the budesonide, is also effective in treating the woohoo. So I got her going on that, got her on, you know, I've had her on all of her supplements, and I really upped her vitamin D, because there's a very interesting study that came out of, I can't remember where the guy came from. It might have been out of Africa. It was a peer-reviewed study, and it's very interesting. And he says that overall, worldwide, that up to 67% of the world is chronically vitamin D deficient. And that he believes that they are too conservative, even with the recommended dosages, you know, that is typically the guidelines, that he thinks that it should be upped much more dramatically because people are systemically vitamin D deficient. And I know around here in the South, one of the things that people do around here is they go out in their backyard and, you know, in their t-shirt and their shorts, or the t-shirt and their jeans, and they shine their face in the sun for 15, 20 minutes, think they got enough vitamin D. And I'm gonna tell you the same thing my doctor told me. And he said, Denise, if you think you're getting enough skin showing in that, you're sadly mistaken. You don't get enough vitamin D to help yourself. If you really want to go out in the sun to get natural vitamin D, you need to have the majority of your body, your torso, exposed for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Now, not longer. They're not saying get out there and get burned or anything like that, but a good 15, solid 20 minutes. And you need to, you know, strip down to your skivvies, and have a little back to nature moment. It's good for you. It's good for the soul. You know how I feel about all that.
Hey, Hidden Hand, how you doing?
How you guys doing?
But you got to get up there and get enough skin going to do it. Hey, Hidden Hand. How you, honey?
I'm doing all right. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Well, we're good. we were just discussing uh, enough skin showing to get enough vitamin D to help you. Some good moment to come on in.
My neighbors would think I was crazier than I already am to go out of my underwear, go in the backyard of my underwear or something.
Well, I didn't say do anything illegal that would get you arrested, but if you have down here in the South, everybody has fences around their backyard. And I've already had the local sheriff's office, I gave them all the info they would need in case Yankee tried to fly any drones in my backyard, just saying.
Here's the last COVID thing, so I guess, well, wait, it's this one.
That last lady was a teacher? I got that right?
Scarily so.
Oh,
Well, I don't know
the
if she was a
Supreme Court
teacher
is-
or not, but
Okay.
she was
Not
crazier
that
than a loon.
Last COVID thing. Here is a young lady at a COVID protest. I thought this was pretty funny. The cops are going to grab her. Look at this. Right on your ass.
Good. She's a kid. What a goober.
Yeah, but they're
Too bad
arresting
he
her
didn't-
for her safety, Doc. Don't you realize
know, but
that? It's for your
bad he
own
didn't-
good.
Too bad he didn't crack his coccyx when he fell in that.
He was like 50 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I mean, she's a kid.
I just went to the
Oh,
I'm sorry. go
It's
ahead.
Reva. You will just get over that real quick, honey. You'll see how freeing it is. I'm teasing him.
It's like 25 degrees. No, it's probably not. Today was 25 degrees outside. So
Yeah, it was
Well,
about
they
that.
good day to
say-
go out naked.
Yeah.
There is, there is another thing, another doctor that I listened to that did a really interesting study, and that is, there's a treatment out there, or not a treatment, but a school of thought, I guess. They've got data. I have not researched it yet. I've heard things about it in the past, but about the cold immersion and using cold to boost your immune system. They believe in, after you take a bath or a shower, to top it off with a cold shot of cold water. They recommend you walk outside for a few minutes in the cold and be out there and let your body, it's supposed to strengthen your immune system. I mean, they have all sorts of tips and stuff they believe in. I hadn't really researched it, but it is out there, just saying.
No, it works. I used to do that. I used to do. I don't know. I had a stressful job or something, and I was like just depressed as hell. And I found that, and I would take like 5-minute cold showers.
I am not risking River Dick for anything, for any health reason.
It comes back.
It's like a frightened
It's not
turtle.
a permanent condition, Phil.
I was in the pool.
Women experience it as well in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
There was a president though, because they used to prescribe 2 cold showers. They used to make I forgot what president it was or something. Like he was stressed or something, and he had the prescription paper, and it said 2 cold showers was the medicine they gave him.
Yeah, there really is something to it. I mean, I've not researched it, but there is a lot of data on it, and there's a lot of techniques, a lot of different things they do and all that stuff. But there was a doctor in one of the spaces that was talking about prophylactic things that you could do to keep yourself in good health, to improve your health, your immune system during the woohoo and all this stuff that's going on. And just because it's regular flu season, everybody forgets that. It's cold and flu season in Texas. We have gone literally in the last 2 or 3 weeks. It has gone all the way from 86 down to 20. It felt like when it was 20, I think it said it felt like it was like 7. I mean, it's been frigid, and all the way up to 86. And that makes everybody get sick because our trees do not know what to do. They're permanently confused. they start trying to bud and they're going to get frozen, and we're not through with it yet. We may. Farmer's Almanac was the only one that last year predicted our Iceageddon event, and
How are they always right?
Well, you know what? I'm telling you, there is something to it. Now, they're not perfect, but they do have a pretty good score. But there is a weather guy that I listen to, and he reminded me of something I did know. There is a, dadgummit, and I've got to remember what this is. There's a weather pattern that comes out of the North Pole and Russia, and when this weather pattern happens, it's called something. I can't remember what it is, but you combine that when it hits with the La Nina that's going on in the United States this year. And he says that he's predicting that we'll have another Iceageddon event of a smaller nature, like only lasting up to a week, sometime at the end of January, 1st February. That also supports, because the Farmer's Almanac did predict again this year that we were going to have another one. Now, I don't know that they thought it was going to be quite as bad as the one we had last time, but they did say we were going to have another Iceageddon thing. So I've been getting ready.
Good thing Ted Cruz is on your side.
I need Ted Cruz on my side.
Good thing he's on your
honey.
side.
By the way,
Dear God.
to our sponsor
And
in
Abbott's
D-Live,
still in
we
control,
totally
so pray for
denounced
us.
Doc's speaking about condoms during that conversation. we apologize.
Excuse me? Did I mention that?
Yeah, prophylactics.
Oh. I was going, excuse me?
Here's a little palate cleanser before we move on to the, I don't know, this country's darkest day. So here's a little palate cleanser.
About Pearl Harbor.
Gosh.
Tonight it's very clear, 'cause we're both lying here. There's so many things I want to say. I will always love you.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy killers. You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to.
Oh my Lord.
Was that? Wait a minute.
That was JRC3.
Is that Eliana?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you know these people?
Yeah, that's the.
What is
I
it?
was telling you about the guy who is in love with the girl from Argentina, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, IT's song is great.
Yeah, yeah.
The song he made about it's fucking amazing.
Oh, he made one?
Great.
Oh, I gotta go look and find it.
He's the
I
most
have
talented
to
little
admit,
booger.
I slept on him. I slept on him for a little bit. I was like, but like if you really listen to the lyrics and stuff, it's it's sneaky.
Oh, is it? Oh, don't cry for James Argentina.
Yeah, fucking great.
All right, since we played that one, that our palate cleanser, we'll play this.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, this guy, by the way, is crazy, James. I'm.
Oh yeah,
he's legit crazy.
definitely.
There's a very pretty girl somewhere to be found in a little South American border town.
The Argentinian Milkies.
But she's got the eye of some douchey American.
He is. I swear, he's got about
They've
12
never
dead
met
hookers in
real
his backyard.
life, but he thinks that someday she'll be his wife. She doesn't want him, she's already moved on. But don't cry for James Argentina, he's done enough himself. He lost his woman that he never had to a British man of wealth. Don't cry for James Argentina, he's done enough of that. just have to send him back. I know that it must be hard to see her with a man that can do the job and love her in that special way.
Damn, look at him titties.
You say you hate her, but you still love her too. What's a crazy guy like you gonna do? Are the voices in your head, are they gonna drive you insane? Every day, all day you argue online. In comment sections you're losing your mind. Instead of just moving on like she did, you're acting like you don't have any choice. Always blame Adonis, Paul, or Royce. But now some other guys inside Ileana. But don't cry for James, Argentina.
That's actually pretty good. That's funny.
Damn, look at him
Really
titties.
good.
Yeah, that was funny.
Save up to $1,000
No,
on
we don't want to save
Ashley
up to
Sleep.
$1,000.
How much is that mattress? Damn.
Yeah, if you're saving $1,000 with a new car, 20 grand for your mattress, what the
Better
hell?
come with a couple pillows.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey,
Yeah.
those things get really pricey if you want to spend the money.
So yeah, James is crazy,
Can you-
by the way, just so you know.
Can you see
Doc.
my skeleton, by the way? My skeleton's all out of whack. Can you see that in the background?
We can see him. He looks
He's all
for
like-
worse for the wear. Did he
Facing the wall.
party on the new year or what?
Yeah, I was smoking with him earlier. He doesn't look too good.
FBI, open up!
All right, so I forgot where we were going after we got hung up on the psychopath James there.
Jesus, man.
And I'm not kidding. I wasn't gonna leave the state, but if there is a MMA fight, I'm going. I'll drive there if I got to.
Dude, I was shocked how good looking she was too. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, she is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Who are we speaking of? I'm sorry, I was reading something.
The Argentinian girl. She's
Oh.
extremely pretty.
Is she
Yeah.
pretty?
Yeah, and she's got some really nice, as Shriver put it, I think. Was it Shriver? Or I don't know who put it. Some nice, very nice Argentine milkies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something's in the Lomo Soltado now.
Yeah. All right. We were gonna.
Dear
Oh,
Lord.
wait. We gotta get rid of the Japanese pop music from the '80s here. We gotta stop that because by the way, after break, we're gonna do the rest of our show, which we got a ton of sausages to catch up on, and whatnot, and some karaoke, and some other things. But we gotta get some. I have some solemn music here for today for this segment.
I think we could skip the karaoke.
How does a proud boy, racist spawn of two first cousins breach the Capitol without a single scratch up on them? How did they emerge escorted by the police force while in summer Black Lives Matter protesters got treated much worse? Yo, looks like they got a secret weapon. It's not Donald Trump and it is definitely not intelligence. It's constantly confusing, confounding Caucasian fascists. Everyone give it up for America's oldest hidden practice, white privilege.
All right, here we go. We're going to start with the insanity of January 6th. The worst day in American history. Worse than Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Combined. What do you guys think about that? Worse than Pearl Harbor and right up there with it. Is anybody still there? I don't hear anybody.
I'm sorry, I was talking. That was my asinine thing I'm saying. and I think it has backfired royally on those people. The overhype and the drama, and I think most Americans looked at him and went, "You are full of it," and turned and walked away. Seriously. I really do think that they felt very flat. Did you see that Nancy Pelosi made remarks and there was like, I don't know, 231 people watching her? I mean, it was something embarrassing, totally embarrassing.
Well, it was, first we'll show you how the left dealt with it on TikTok. Of course, they all go to TikTok.
Do we have to?
For some reason, they all like to go to TikTok. I don't know why, but here's the left dealing with
The Capitol building is on lockdown as Trump supporters are attempting to
this was
stage
the
a coup
day
and have
of.
broken in. Today is the day that
But
the
they
Electoral
compiled
College
them
votes
all.
get certified, and at the end of a speech, Trump asked that his supporters go to the Capitol building and demand that the right thing be done. When the protesters clashed with the police were much more conservative in their efforts to restrain the crowd, and as such, they were allowed to break into the Capitol building. All of the politicians have been escorted out.
I know. I tell all my niggas, cut the check, bust it out, turn your goofy.
White people doing it again.
Bring your friends, fun to lose, and to pretend she's overboard, the selfish.
Oh, dear God.
This one, though, I will give him credit because when BLM did it, rioted or whatever, that's why you got to be careful of calling people a terrorist group like Antifa or BLM, because now they labeled anybody that's in MAGA or whatever a terrorist now, and now the FBI is spying on everybody. So you got to be careful. It's a slippery slope, because when the other side gets in, they're going to use it against you.
It's meaningless. It becomes meaningless,
Yes.
just like their terms of racist and misogynist and all these terms that they've used to death and flung at everybody and beaten us to death with. It becomes meaningless because they overplay their hand, they overuse it, and people become numb and resentful, and then they become angry.
Well, I was not on board when like Pasobic and all of these other blue checks on Twitter were saying that Antifa should be labeled a terrorist group, because no, they're rioters. That's what they are, and we have laws for that, and you arrest them and put them in jail, unless they, of course, burn down like a federal building or something like that. Then I guess
or cities like they did in Portland.
Well,
you mean?
burning down stores and that's rioting. That's arson, rioting. We got laws for that, but you don't want to start labeling groups terrorist
groups. They tried to burn those policemen alive in their building, and they did try to ignite several federal buildings. They were just thwarted in their attempt.
So you're for calling them a terrorist group?
I'm for if we had an administration that was not corrupt, and three-letter agencies that were not corrupt, and we could prove and have the evidence. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with them labeling God-fearing, tax-paying citizens that are invoking their First Amendment right of free speech as terrorists. That was a political move. That wasn't legitimate.
Now, I think if you damage property, whatever, there's laws for that. We've already got that covered. But when you label any group a terrorist group for doing that, which we already have, that's like the hate crime
What
thing.
I'm saying is you've got to have when you label them, you've got to have the proof that they are engaged in terroristic activities.
Right. But
and
either side.
I will say that there is legitimate data out there to show where they are networked across the nation, that they have infiltrated them, and God only knows what they've got on them, that where they are plotting against the homeland. That makes it terrorism, in my opinion.
Yeah. They changed the definition of things. I think that's why things are getting
that's my
confusing
concern.
and muddled.
Because
they changed the definition of what a terrorist is to a patriot.
Yeah, they
Changed the
abuse it
definition
as
of
a
what-
political weapon.
they changed the word, the meaning of violence to peaceful, and then so everybody's confused about what the fuck, it's like. So the lefties see what conservatives are doing, like, oh, they're terrorists, and we see what they're doing, and we're like, they're just retards.
When they were rioting all of that entire summer, all I wanted was for them to be arrested and charged.
Processed through the
that's the
legal
problem.
system.
Nobody got arrested, and I don't think anybody got charged, with the exception of a handful of people.
There was a few, but the one, and they were because of the corruption in the system. Of course, they were basically rewarded and then sent on their merry way. I don't think there was anybody that ever got any meaningful time or anything like that. But I do think it's rather ironic that all of these cities up there are quietly making moves to refund their police departments in a lot of the areas, not all, but a lot of them, because of the increases in crime.
Yeah, I mean, it served its purpose. It served a purpose.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about like the plan as a whole, when everybody's sitting at home, they got CNN has these snippets of the reporter getting arrested, and little things like that. Then people think like it was just it was a brilliant plan, because it was confusion with the virus, confusion with protesting, because then you couldn't do an anti-mask or anti-lockdown protest at the same time. Because
plus
BLM was out there.
They had the complicity. They were assured of the complicity of the press to back them up. As remember the reporter man that it was mocked so widely because he stood in front of those burning buildings saying that they were mostly peaceful protesters. Remember that?
No.
So, why believe your lying eyes when you've got the press to do a mass psychosis event and tell the world that they're not really seeing what they're seeing, and this is just peaceful protests.
All I want is, if you riot and damage property, you should be arrested and charged.
Yes,
and
but
that
I want
and that even goes for the
to see if they're
that goes
doing
for the
bigger things,
that goes for
which
the
I think
people
they are.
on January 6th, because some people did damage property and should be treated accordingly.
Again, if they were in a network that they could prove that was plotted, planned, and had done treasonous or terroristic things, then yes, but none of those people have been charged for anything like that.
Well, then,
they've all.
Doc, then you'd be arresting half the FBI.
Any of that.
Then you'd be arresting half the FBI.
It's the fox guarding the hen house. The problem is, and the left is just going to go out and say this, because normally the federal government does not charge you until they have an airtight case against you. That's why they enjoy a 97% success rate in their convictions. What they did in this event, because it was politicized, they went and arrested a humongous amount of people before they had set up the cases to charge these people. And then they went to the courts and asked the courts for additional time, because they did not have enough resources to go in and get all of these cases set up like they wanted to try to, press bogus charges against these people. And when the courts did not comply with their wishes, then the court said, put up or shut up. They had to hurry to trial unprepared because they had too many people that they had to open cases against. I mean, I read up on this. And the issue is now that they do not have the sauce, because there is not the sauce, but there is thousands of hours of still unreleased video footage of more peaceful demonstrations that day that went on, because the majority of these people were peaceful. The only people that were not came from an organized threat. That's what I want investigated. And they were connected, I think, with the left-wing libnuts in charge like Nancy Pelosi? Why won't she release her emails? Excuse me. And why did she decline President Trump's repeated request for the National Guard to be set up that day when they knew, because she knew she wanted it to happen? That's why he was an hour late going on stage that day, if you were unaware. He dallied. I firmly believe, and there is much evidence to lead me to this conclusion, that he dallied on purpose, was late on purpose, held it as long as he could before he marched them peacefully up there and encouraged them to peacefully go up there and encourage the lawmakers to do the right thing, because we have the right as citizens to petition our government in redress of our grievances. So it is very painfully aware for anybody, and for 90% of Americans, and I believe, and a lot of the stuff that's come out about it, firmly believe this was nothing more than a few misdemeanor charges at most, and many constitutional rights and felonies that were done by our police officers there and our LEOs and I can't even name whoever, our FBI and our CIA and who all these people are, because there was 4 people beaten to death and another one sent to the hospital that is going to have lifelong issues that day, in addition to Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah.
Say her name, Ashley Babbitt. And if you missed the interview with her husband this week on Steve Bannon's War Room, I highly recommend you go back on Rumble and catch it. It is the most heart-wrenching thing you will ever hear. It is just heartbreaking, because that woman was led to slaughter on purpose. And that woman's murderer is still going free. And oh, by the way, you might want to let Adam Kinzinger know. They're trying to get him thrown out of the Republican conference, him and Liz Cheney, because he gave her murderer $200 on his GoFundMe that's been set up for him, because he's had so many legal expenses. Bless his heart. I hope he chokes on it. He murdered that woman in cold blood. And there will come a day, whether it be on this earth or the next life, where he will be stood in accounting before Almighty God for her murder in cold blood. Just saying. Sorry I ranted.
No, it's fine. Can I ask you both you guys a question though? Because I just thought of this as, what you were saying just kind of gave me a thought. I don't know if it's right or whatever, but I'll put it out there. Like the issue, whatever, like the main thing that we have to do right now, especially with what's going on with the government and everything, is try to unify, right? But it seems kind of impossible, right? But the thing I was thinking is both of us kind of want, the left and the right kind of want the same thing, right? They want accountability.
All of us want freedom.
We want freedom, but we also want, I don't know if that, it just popped in my head, is that we're having, nobody, the left perceives the government as the daddy or whatever. We want to be left alone, but when they do something wrong, we want people to be held accountable, right? And nobody is for anything.
The uniparty that's really up there, that they're not really for the left or the right, it unifies them all. There's a lot of Democrats that are as pissed off about what they haven't, what they perceive as grievances and unhappiness with the administration, and Congress and Senate as well. They're as unhappy as us, because let's face it, those people up there have sold, they're the uniparty. They ain't, it's just changing players. It isn't really changing policies or who's controlling the government. They're all the same.
I'm just saying, if parties didn't matter, if you they want the same thing as us, but differently,
they have different goals, but they're
different goals, but they're not
getting what they want either.
But they
because
want
New
somebody.
World Order isn't what they really wanted either. That's what the socialists and the communists really want. I think.
But they don't know that. But I'm just trying to say, it's I don't know if people realize that, even if it's accountability for, say, something Trump did or something a Republican did, and then we want accountability for what the Democrats are doing. and that would kind of.
I don't care which side they're on. If they're doing something immoral or illegal or unethical, I want them out. I don't care what stripe they are.
Is that making sense, or is that?
The problem is the far left and the far right control the whole narrative right now, and they keep everybody divided. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I think the people in the middle are waking up to the fact that we're both being sold a bill of goods. And I think that could be one of our rallying calls amongst many. I think it's going to be all of, the zillionth sting in that. I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be them coming for our kids. I think it's going to be people finding out that there's death and harm coming a lot from the vaccines, that they knew a lot of the cures that they have not acknowledged, that they kept from us, along with everything that's going on politically and the unrest and the inflation and the this and the that. I think it's going to be a death by man, whatever it is. What's that saying? A man.
Yeah. I mean, I know probably 40 people who are double vaxxed who are all sick for the last 3 weeks. So I think that's the best. I don't wish it on anybody, but I think it's the best thing that happened to them, because now they're like, we were pretty sick for the last 2 weeks, and we're double vaxxed, and we're gonna have to take another one in a couple weeks. Or I know somebody who's took one 2 days
They're already
ago.
talking about a fourth one now.
Like we were out having fucking beers, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I'm going to get my vax tomorrow, my booster." And there was somebody in the medical field sitting next to me, and I'm surprised. I didn't engage with him, which I'm surprised. But he was like, and he said he had to take a couple days over work, and he goes, "You're gonna take the booster? It's gonna make you sick, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, why don't you just not take it and then get sick? It's the same thing." And he said the same line, "No, but I'm not gonna get as sick as I would if I wasn't vaxxed."
How do they know that?
Exactly.
How do they know that? How
That's
will
the
they ever
narrative.
really know that? Yeah, but again, it's narrative. It's a war of. This is a war of information and misinformation. And that's why I think everybody's got to do their own research. Don't take what I say. Don't take what Phil says. Don't take what you say. Don't take what anybody, even Donald J. Trump. I research everything. That's why I say it's important to never cut off watching and listening and reading and taking information even from people you don't like. You never know where you're going to find a gem of truth, or you're going to find things that either reinforce what you think is right and make you more confident in that decision, or you're going to find information that's going to make you uneasy with what you thought enough to go research and make a fresh opinion about it based on that new data. And I think that's a good thing. So whether you agree with people or you don't, expose yourself to lots of different things, because therein you'll find the truth hidden in the middle, I kind of think.
Well, the thing, I forgot the end of that story too, because I was drinking a little bit, but the thing that broke my heart about it, and a lot of these people, is he goes to the guy who said, why don't you just not take the booster? He goes, "I have a kid, I have a job, and I have a mortgage.
Oh.
That's why I'm taking my booster." And I hear it all fucking day long. And and they look at me like I'm not vaxxed and I'm still working. I'm serving them beers, and they're kind of like, I could see like we're cool, but it could lead to a little resentment, because it's like, oh, this guy's fucking carefree, he doesn't give a shit. He's not trying to. He's not helping the
Do they know you're not vaxxed?
Oh yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah.
Because you tell them, or is there something that some reason they know it?
I'm not really good at keeping my mouth shut, really,
Mhm.
because
Yeah, I know that
I never turn down a good debate,
I'm a little bit like that myself, in case you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, but I didn't expect. It's sort of like, I don't know if I'm like naive in a way, but I'm kind of like, I just like hope they like we're cool, or we get to know each other. It's like eventually people won't care. It doesn't matter, but. I don't. I think it's naive, because it eventually it does matter to people sometimes,
What else we got here?
Am I bumming everybody out here?
No,
Uh-uh.
no.
I was going to
just,
remind you.
I'm just of the mind that it's gonna get a lot worse before people.
Yeah, I mean, what's
know.
your experience though, Phil? With
It's people are just docile right now. They don't know what to do, and I think that's everywhere right now.
too.
And
Yeah.
before people realize it, it's going to be pretty damn bad before people stand up. I mean, look at
Well, you
Europe.
know-
They're about they're about 6 to 7 months ahead of us, and they've had Paris. The streets are packed, but is the government even listening? No, they don't give a shit.
Oh,
They've been doing
Macron's
it
like,
for
geez.
52, 56 weeks, something.
Yeah, they've been
Well,
protesting for
the-
that long. We haven't even had one protest over 1,000 people yet. I mean, seriously.
The New York City
Yeah.
one was a fucking clown show, man. It was the first ones they had. It was just people were getting up talking, but they were like, and they do a speech and they're like, vote for me for assembly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man, like get some regular people up here, because
Yeah.
New York City's first of all, New York City's it's done. It's done.
It's toast.
I mean, they had one in Albany. They had
Economically, to be real honest, they're not going to recover anyway because, you know, the quiet tsunami that's still sitting out there that's fixing to start coming is all of these commercial buildings that have been shut down or that will be shut down again or that never recovered. That debt has not gone away, y'all. All the people that have lost their businesses and that continue to every day isn't going away.
No.
And I will tell you one of the biggest issues that I read a real interesting piece this week in my little trusty Southern Journal. The funniest thing is that U-Haul even put out a cry for help because they don't have enough U-Hauls available in New York and California because people are moving out at such a huge rate. They don't have, you know, they move out one way and there's nobody moving into the state to bring them back. And so they said that there is a huge population of people that are just biding their time until their move date gets there, until enough. Or there was one guy that they had on that they referenced in the article. He didn't want to wait, so he drove out of state to get a U-Haul, drove to the nearest place he could get one, drove it back, paid to drive it all the way back to California, load his stuff up, and then drive out of state. And in New York is panicked enough about it that they are auditing people that are moving out of the state. They're going to jab you one last time. So they know.
Well, it's all on purpose. They want everything to collapse in the city. And here's why.
This is by design.
Here's why.
BlackRock owns everything. That's why.
You've probably heard this article.
Well, think about buying it cheap.
Hidden Hand. Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life has never been better. This is the World Economic Forum's Great Reset.
Of course.
It's in Forbes.
I have no worries. I have nothing to worry about. I have no possessions.
Welcome to the year 2030. Welcome to my city, or should I say, our city. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes. We've covered that with on Sunday, I think, with Victor. You rent your clothes. I might seem odd to you, but it makes perfect sense for us in this city. Everything you considered a product has now become a service. We have access to transportation, accommodation, so a place to sleep, food, and all the things we need in our daily lives. One by one, all these things became free.
What?
So it ended up not making any sense for us to own much.
Damn, imagine, so in 2030, me and Phil could wind up wearing the same clothes.
Unless you start identifying as a woman, then you can wear Doc's clothes. First, communication became digitized and free to everyone. Then, when clean energy became free, things started to move quickly. Transportation dropped dramatically in price, it made no sense for us to own cars anymore, because we could call a driverless vehicle or a flying car for longer journeys within minutes.
Oh, wait. I was going to ask if it was a flying car. I'll take the flying car.
We started transporting ourselves in a much more organized and coordinated way when public transport became easier, quicker, and more convenient than the car. Now I can hardly believe that we accepted congestion and traffic jams, not to mention the air pollution from combustion engines. What were we thinking? Oh, Lord.
Who the fuck wrote this?
Somebody from the World Economic Forum.
Is there
let me see.
I can't. Oh, you're on YouTube now. I can't say it.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't even say it. It says contributor from Leadership Strategy. Oh, Ida Auken. Sometimes I use my bike when I go to see some of my friends. I enjoyed the exercise and the ride. It kind of gets the soul to come along on the journey. Holy cow!
Funny, you get hit by a flying car when you're on your bike.
Funny how some things seem never to lose their excitement. Walking, biking, cooking, drawing, and growing plants. It makes perfect sense and reminds us of how our culture emerged out of a close relationship with nature. Oh, this sounds wonderful. You can enjoy your city with no cars and flying cars. In our city, we don't pay rent. Wow, that's pretty amazing. How do you get away with that? Because someone else is using our free space when we do not need it. Oh, no. My living room is used for business meetings when I'm not there. Also, people are just going to go into your dwelling and use it when you're not there.
What?
Once in a while.
Gonna sleep on my bed when I'm like.
Oh, that would not ever in this lifetime happen. Oh no, sorry, Bob.
Imagine
no.
you come home and somebody's sleeping. You're like, dude, I just got out of work early.
Yeah, you mind getting up because I'm like ready to go to bed now. Oh Lord, no! You would not know if those people had bathed. You don't know what they're doing in those sheets. Oh no, that would be my nightmare.
You could have JRC3 in your living room. Oh,
Who's
Maureen, you better
JRC?
lock your doors.
I hate his accent too.
Who? That's that man?
Look, I can
weird
go
guy.
into your living room, okay? Because, okay, kiddo, I'm allowed to go into your living room. Okay, kiddo.
Doc doesn't know who he is, so
Oh Lord, no.
you don't wanna.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stay out of that conversation because I do not know that man. I really don't want to. I'm probably not invoking, but down on us or something.
Once in a while, I will choose to cook for myself. It is easy. The necessary kitchen equipment is delivered at my door within minutes.
They gotta deliver a fucking oven to you? Or something? Like, what the fuck?
Since transport became free, we stopped having all those things stuffed into our homes. Why keep a pasta maker and a crepe cooker crammed in our cupboards? We could just order them when we need them and return them, of course. This also made the breakthrough of the circular economy easier. When products are turned into services, no one has an interest in things with a short lifespan. Everything is designed for durability, repairability, and like we used to do in the 50s.
Now that you don't own it, they're gonna make things last longer.
Yeah. Durability, repairability, and recyclability. The materials are flowing more quickly in our economy and can be transformed into new products pretty easily. Environmental problems seem far away. You're going to love the next paragraph coming up. Environmental problems seem far away since we only use clean energy and clean production methods. The air is clean, the water is clean, and nobody would dare to touch the protected areas of nature. because they constitute such a value to our well-being. In the cities, we have plenty of green space and plants and trees all over. I still do not understand why in the past we filled all our free spots in the city with concrete. Shopping? I can't really remember what that is. For most of us, it has been turned into choosing things to use. Sometimes I find this fun.
No offense, Doc, but this was written by a woman, and there's no way she's gonna give up shopping. I'm sorry.
And sometimes
Honey.
That probably hurt her to write that.
Yes. I can see the pain.
I don't know a woman that doesn't shop.
Sometimes I find this fun, and sometimes I just want the algorithm to do it for me. It knows my taste better than I do by now. Oh, when AI and robots took over so much of our work, we suddenly had time to eat well, sleep well, and spend time with other people. The concept of rush hour makes no sense anymore since the work that we do can be done at any time. I don't really know if I would call it work anymore. It is more like thinking time, creation time, and development time. Oh, the best part's coming up. I don't know what paragraph it is, but it is awesome. For a while, everything was turned into entertainment, and people did not want to bother themselves with difficult issues. It was only at the last minute that we found out how to use all these things, all these new technologies for better purposes than just killing time. My biggest concern is all the people who do not live in our city. Those we lost on the way. Those who decided that it became too much, all this technology. Those who felt obsolete and useless when robots and AI took over big parts of our jobs. Those who got upset with the political system and turned against it. They live a different kind of life. They live different kind of lives outside of the city. Some have formed little self-supplying communities. Others just stayed in the empty and abandoned houses in small 19th century villages. So their basic plan is nobody lives outside of the city, right?
What's going to happen to the other? But there's a lot of people. What's going to happen to the people?
They're going to move to the city and live in those pods where other people can use your
They
pod.
want everybody herded into small spaces where you can be easily controlled.
I will stay in my 19th century village. Thank you.
And you, useless eater and consumer of resources, are expected to work, expect nothing, be happy with nothing, don't question the system, do what you're told, and buck up and be happy. And if you don't like it, then we'll just annihilate you with a vaccine or a virus or whatever means at our disposal if you don't just do us the common courtesy of dropping dead, preferably out somewhere where they could just dig a hole and drop you in, and keep on walking. But if you can't do that, then they'll have to do the other,
Oh man,
It's the best way to kill lots of people.
Wait till you hear about this woman who wrote it. Her background is amazing.
Oh yeah.
When you're done, let me know when you're done with
Probably pretty scary.
Once in a while, there are some drawbacks, so here we go. Once in a while, I get annoyed about the fact that I have no real privacy. Nowhere I can go and not be registered. That sounds familiar with your vaccine passports. They'll have your social credit score on there and your carbon footprint. They'll have it all on there.
QR codes. There's QR codes on TV now, too. You notice that?
Yep. They're already using them in, I can't remember what country, but some countries already using them. The Netherlands, I think.
I don't even have a we have one smart TV in the house, and I'm not even on it or anything. And it's in my daughter's room. But other than that, I will not allow one of those Alexa things. I will not allow any smart TVs. None of that.
Here's the best part. Nowhere I can go and not be registered. I know that somewhere everything I do, think, and dream of is recorded. I just hope that nobody will use it against me. Oh, that sounds awesome. All in all, it is a good life, much better than the path we were on, where it became so clear that we could not continue with the same model of growth. We had all of these terrible things happening: lifestyle diseases, climate change, the refugee crisis, environmental degradation. This is everything the World Economic Forum's doing. Completely congested cities, water pollution, air pollution, social unrest, and unemployment. We lost way too many people before. Isn't that an interesting statement? We lost way too many people before we realized that we could do things differently. This blog was written ahead of the World Economic Forum's annual meeting of the Global Future Councils.
Yeah.
Ida Auken, who is she, Hidden Hand?
A Danish politician and member of the Folketing Social Democrat political party.
Yeah.
She's a social democrat. She's raised
Social Democrat. Another word for communist.
Yeah, pretty much. She's in office. She's been in office since 2011 or 2011 to 2014. She's the same age as me. But,
and remember, communists want everybody to have the same, except for them, the politicians. They want to have more than everybody else, but they want everybody else to have homogenization. They do not want you to have anything better, different. Everything's got to be the same, and it's all got to be bland, pablum. No, anything that would add the rich textures of life. And a prime example of that, look behind you, Hidden Hand. Look at the colors, the vibrant colors that are on display right behind your head. They would have none of that. They want everything white, gray, homogenization. They don't want you to have any privileges that is not afforded to you by their great graces.
yeah, they're going to own all the businesses. They're like, she owns a company that makes organic children's clothing.
She won't then. The state will own it. She'll work for them.
It sounds 100%. This sounds like the movie Demolition Man.
Yeah, but her company makes clothes that can be rented and reused. But like, they're going to be, but these people are going to be the people that own everything.
Yes.
And we're going to have to.
They'll be the ones that go along with the government to do that, like the CCP does. Just like we always talk about Turtle's wife, Elaine Chao. The reason that you have to know that that should not have ever been allowed is because her family owns a large shipping comes from a very large shipping family, magnet company or whatever. They own it. But in the CCP world, you only own what the government allows you to own, and they only give things like that to people that are willing to go along with what they want to go along with. And that's going to be the same thing. If she wants a business, she'll have to go along to get along, or she won't own that business anymore. The government will.
Yeah, everything goes to the top, basically. It's nuts. I work
she's
with,
advocating for it.
Yeah. I don't think they realize that they're not going to be the ones benefiting from this.
We're going to take a 5-minute break because I got to go use the facilities.
Me too.
Yeah.
I need to go powder my nose as well.
Oh, Doc, you got to go too?
I got to go powder my nose. That's the best you're going to get out of me, Yankee. Why do you ask?
Oh, just wondering. we'll be back in a few minutes, 5 minutes. Enjoy these ads from some of our internet friends. See you in 5.
It's Irrational Times. Original music, interactive trivia, games, guests, VHS rental, adult learning center, window repair, flight trainer, kosher catering, and now introducing the lovely assistant.
I do jib jabs. Around here, I use only the finest jib to combine with an organic jab to produce the highest quality jib jabs. Don't be fooled by those imitation jib jabs made in Chinese sweatshops. Enjoy fair trade jib jabs made locally here in Canada.
Due to the outcome of a previous court case, the lovely assistant is prohibited from jib jabbing outside of Canada.
Hello, my name is Frozen Asian. I'm the host of the Sunday Night Shit Show. So according to a certain Virginia stoner, my last promo was a bit too long, so I'm gonna try to cut this down to 30 seconds. Here's what you can expect on the Sunday Night Shit Show.
And I promote your fucking framing of the show.
Check us out on Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on dlive.tv/Sunday Night Shit Show. See you then. Bye.
It's time to prepare your mind. Step out of the Matrix and into the Great Awakening with your host, UK Neil. dlive.tv/UK Neil.
I found a song we should cover.
A cover song?
Yeah. It was on YouTube. This little girl wrote this thing, and everyone's covering it. It's really damn cool.
A little girl.
This little girl, yeah, it's funny as shit. It's awesome. Seriously, it's great.
Okay, what do you want to do?
All right, I'll sing it, and y'all kind of just catch along with it. So just count to 4 and keep it kind of slow for a second, all right?
Okay.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. What?
What?
I wonder what's inside your butthole. 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 Maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens. All inside your butthole. Maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens. All inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside, now I always want to know. Wonder what's in your butthole. I wonder what's inside, now I always want to know. Maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens. All inside your butthole. Maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens. All inside your butthole. Maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Wonder what's inside your butthole. I
Little girl with that.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's. The mom should speak to her about that song.
Really?
It's pretty bad.
It's probably the teachers at this point.
Yeah.
What's up, my brothers? What's up, Thug? Looks like y'all don't even have any knitted coverings for your gun. Ha, that shit looks plain as hell. Y'all got to head on down and check out Maureen at Maureen's Handmade Goods. She'll cover up that shit right. She'll hook you up with the finest crochet gun covering you ever saw. Make that shit look hard, tight. She just don't handle guns. She can knit and crochet anything. Scarves, hats, sweaters, socks. She even be hooking up your baby mama with stuffed kids' toys, blankets, and baby things. Someone in your crew got an extensive glass collection? Well, she knits beautiful pouches made with the softest merino that will not scratch, sucker. You can bet on that shit. You dealing with Maureen, you dealing with a real one. She's an esteemed test knitter for exclusive designers. She ain't just some amateur. She was a finalist in Sock Madness. What, you never heard of Sock Madness? The time speed sock knitting competition? She almost took that shit down. Maureen also be on that culturally diverse shit. Need a yarmulke? Need a prayer mat? Maureen's got you covered. So come on down, check out Maureen's Handmade Goods. Otherwise, me and some of my associates may have to come pay you a visit.
All right, we're back here. Let's get the okay. Oh, all right. It's the last section of the show, I guess. We can call it that. Are people back from the bathroom? Doc Martin, Hidden Hand. Doc Martin's really... Hey, you there?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, she must be stuck on the toilet. Come on, Doc. Flush and get back. And Hidden Hand.
I'm back.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're not going to start the next one until she comes back because this is her favorite.
What's next?
I'm not going to say in case she's hiding around the corner. Wait. She's on mute. She probably doesn't realize it. Only powdered her nose. Okay. While we're waiting, what do I got here? Oh, did you see this? Joe Biden?
Jill and I have not gone through.
Hey, now, a little context here. He is talking to the people involved in the Colorado wildfire. I guess there's a wildfire in Colorado, which is hard to believe in the winter, but...
I didn't even know about that.
Neither did I.
What you have gone through, but we have had lightning strike our home and almost lose our home. And
He started talking about himself.
Yeah, Jill and I had lightning strike our house when I was a young lad.
And I'm here, and I heard every word you said, and I'm sorry, but my daughter overloaded the washer, and I had to go work my magic. Sorry, but I heard what you were saying, Yankee. And what fresh hell do you have for me now? Another one of your Titty Woman's songs?
No, we got Biden on talking about how lightning struck his house.
I don't know.
After all these people's houses burnt down.
Him or Sandy.
Does he talk about Bo?
Was he talking about his beach house or his house in Delaware or
which house?
Yeah, which house are you talking about, Joe?
Was he telling? Who was he telling that Who was he comparing his house getting hit by lightning to?
The people who lost their houses in a wildfire.
Are you in Colorado? Are you freaking
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yep. Listen, here we go. Let's play it over.
Jill and I
Sure.
have not gone through what you have gone through, but we have had lightning strike our home and almost lose our home. And we only lost about 25% of it. We were able to rebuild. But
we're so happy for you, Joe. I'm sure that made them feel so much better.
Oh, we had lightning.
Comforted because knowing that you're a zillionaire and it wouldn't matter if you lost the whole damn thing, you got enough insurance to cover everything and a lot of money that you've nefariously gotten on our backs. But we won't talk about that. But yeah, we're supposed to be comforted by that.
Like, your tax money got me a new deck after that fire. And I added a pool. I said, you know what?
We upgraded the hot tub.
You know what, Jill? You want a pool?
That's right.
How
How
about
big would you like it?
a gazebo so I can sit in it in my golden years?
I've never said this out loud before, but I think the president of America is actually a retard.
you know, the hard part is the memorabilia you lost.
He lost. He lost memorabilia in his lightning strike on his home.
Oh, how sad.
Hey, my trophy
They're
room.
so tone deaf. Oh, you know what? The only thing that I saw this week that could compare with that, as far as tone deaf, was AOC tweeting, you know, that all you conservative men are just lusting after her, wanting to have sex with her. I think the woman is just a little preoccupied with that. I think she needs to get laid by somebody besides that little soy boy she's with.
We got somebody for her in Levittown, Pennsylvania. We could send him right over to AOC.
Oh, please do.
I would not have intercourse with that woman. But maybe something else.
If I did, I wouldn't inhale.
Maybe something else. but
If I
not
could
sex.
remove her vocal cords, I might think about it.
Who? AOC?
Yep.
You could put up with Sandy, but you would have a problem with AOC? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, dear Lord, Yankee, you're further gone than I thought.
Special things that you had put away that you lost.
He lost
Jill
special
and I-
things in the lightning strike.
Who gives a shit?
Now, I couldn't find it, but there was an article where Joe spoke to a reporter, and apparently Joe had no clue there was a problem with a meat shortage and the price of meat going skyrocketing.
Oh,
he
did
found
not
out
know.
from a friend.
Yeah, he did not know that the price of a pound of hamburger was over $5 in a lot of parts of the country.
When's the last time you think he went to the supermarket? When he was like,
Oh,
8 years old or
honey.
something?
Most of
Yeah,
them.
when he was with knee high to his mama's knee.
Can you imagine him trying to work like the credit card machine at the when he?
They don't even know what that is.
One of the
They
few.
just carry a little spending cash on
One
them.
of the few I could imagine. Maybe Rand Paul would go to the store because the guy mows his own damn lawn. I mean, that's
I think Jim Jordan might.
maybe. There's few though. I mean, most of them
There's a
are
couple.
mega rich
You
now.
know,
So
who was it Devin Nunes that camped out? Who was it that camped out in somebody's office because he couldn't afford rent up there?
that guy's
in Washington.
The guy's gone.
Who was that?
He rode in
Yeah, but
a
who was
pickup
it?
truck to Washington. He was from Massachusetts. I
I
can't.
Well, there was somebody.
Elizabeth
else that,
Warren
that's
beat
like
him. He was there for one term.
No, I'm talking about there's somebody else that's like bigger in the party that could not afford the rent there, and their home, you know, back home that lived in somebody's office for a long time. I think it might have been Devin Nunes, and anybody like that might have gone to the grocery.
Most of them are multimillionaires now and have no clue
Well,
what the grocery store is any longer.
AOC is one of them, and she,
Yep.
I don't know if she has ever. Did she ever satisfy her outstanding tax bill?
I don't know. Probably not. Never will.
That
Just like
would be very nice to
just
see.
She doesn't live in New York anymore, though.
just
I
like
don't think.
Mr. Al Sharpton hasn't paid his tax bill, and he owes millions.
But none of these
Yep.
people live where they're, where they got
They
voted
say.
in. So
Yeah.
No.
AOC doesn't live in the Bronx. Probably did
No.
for like 3 years of her life.
Maxine Waters lives
She
outside of
came
her
from a
district in the
well-to-do
mansion.
family.
Yeah.
So yeah, they all live
My
outside.
understanding was that AOC answered a call, where you try out, like as an actress, like what is it? Help me, guys. Audition. Auditioned for the role.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I saw something like that. They found it was politicians going into the bar she worked at, and they liked her. They knew they could mold her. Her brain, and yeah, that's how they found her. I wonder how she got there.
You know what I think is interesting is there's a really neat guy for anybody in Texas. I want to make sure and mention him. They do Texas Spaces on Twitter for a lot of the candidates they're running. And one of them we've got to be sure and replace is Dan Crenshaw. And of course, you know that Ted Cruz signed his death warrant in Texas this week. Just saying. That man will not be reelected.
I don't understand how, like, Crenshaw has a podcast, right? He has time to tweet out, like, oh, we need to be, you need to be outraged by this. You need to be against this. I'm like, dude, why don't you fucking do something about it?
Yeah.
You're the only one. You're tweeting at us. We can't do anything about it. You're the only person that can.
He also ran around and told everybody to take the vax, and he was probably hoping his eye would grow back.
He also, y'all, he's done so much you can't even imagine. The man is, I really was all set to love him because he was a war vet. He talks a big game, but you look at his voting record and it is abysmal. But this little guy, I can't remember his name. I have to think on it. Jameson, I think is his name. Something Ellison, maybe. And he is just a homegrown, regular country patriot that has said, you know what, this can't stand. And we've got a great group of up and coming, just regular patriots that are answering the call to get involved locally. They're running against a lot of the entrenched establishment here in Texas, like Dan Patrick, our lieutenant governor, and Greg Abbott, our governor, our chief rhino in charge. And a lot of people know, we had, I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but we actually had 200 people that died during Iceageddon last year that froze to death, literally froze to death in these modern times in Texas. And that can never be allowed to happen again, number one. And number two, it happened under his watch. He's responsible. He also has let our border flat get overrun for how long and hadn't done squat. If you investigate a lot of what he's done, with this supposed wall, it's been, what he has done so far has been built on private property. He talks a big game. And he went to Biden instead of saying, you know what, we're claiming that you have abandoned federal property on our land, so we're confiscating it. We're putting it up and putting it in the ground, and we'll duke it out in court later with you, but we're doing it now, and do it and ask for forgiveness later and defend it in court later. But taxpayers have paid for that stuff that's laying out there rotting as we speak, as we allow our country to be infiltrated. It isn't just the illegals, it isn't just the diseases they bring.
Running for governor.
As good as I do, they're bringing other things into this country. We need to be worried about what else they're bringing in.
Here's that a candidate for governor in Texas.
Which one?
Texas.
Which one?
And I want to tell you why.
Oh.
This past February, when the electricity
Honey,
grid failed,
let me tell you
and
something.
millions
Did
of our
you
fellow
know
Texans were without
he
power,
went
which
down
meant that the
South
lights wouldn't turn
Texas
on, the
and
heat
got
wouldn't run,
booed
and pretty soon their
out. They
pipes
they
froze,
ran him
and the
out.
water
And
stopped
it was a
flowing.
Democrat
They were
stronghold.
abandoned by those who are elected to serve and look out for
Oh,
them.
what an ass.
It's a symptom of a much
He
larger
went-
problem that we have in Texas right now. Those in positions of public
Yeah,
trust.
you're the problem. Gumby. I call him Gumby.
What's his
he
real
looks like
name?
Gumby, you know, like
Robert
that,
O'Rourke.
Well, Robert O'Rourke. He's not even Hispanic, and he another one that is appropriated somebody else's culture. But do you see anybody on the left calling him out about it? He is no more Hispanic than Hilaria Baldwin is, from Spain, or
Wilhelm Warner.
Pocahontas is
How do you
is
say
Indian.
cucumber in English?
Bill,
Yeah,
Bill de Blasio.
exactly.
Bill
de Blasio.
Wilhelm Warner.
German
as they could
Isn't
get.
that funny?
I love this Jib Jab.
I get chills when I hear this too.
Doc, you better shape up. The lovely assistant.
Yay.
Oh.
It's better than Beto. Definitely.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think Gumby's better.
Oh, there's my girl right there.
Please, no, not you two.
Listen to those golden pipes.
She's a double bagger with a muzzle.
Damn, look at them titties.
I had beer goggles that night.
To my frozen heart tonight, I hear your name.
I think I know where God's last angel he sent to earth went.
Right to her throat.
Yes.
Thinking about you.
Damn, look at them titties.
Oh my god, I just looked at her face for the first time. Jesus.
Typical.
She has a face.
Down this long distance line tonight, I ain't
missing you at all.
Oh, I did not miss you either, darling. Not one iota for 2 whole glorious weeks.
I ain't missing you.
Oh, Sandy, you know you missed
I
me.
agree, Renee. She's store-bought Sandy. That's a good handle for her.
Scary looking.
But the problem is she can't buy her a new voice.
Let's crank up those golden pipes.
Maybe she should just turn to the side.
How desperate I've become.
Always.
It looks like
We've got that
I'm
new
losing
stereo
this
system in the
fight.
background. I hope you enjoy
In
it.
your world, I have no meaning.
Oh, dear
Though I'm
Lord.
trying to understand.
Deliver me,
And it's
please,
my
God.
heart that's breaking.
I think my washer's
Down
off
this
kilter
long
again.
distance line tonight, I ain't missing you at all. Since you've been gone, no way, I ain't missing you.
Damn, look at them titties.
So somebody left her. I mean, you can understand that.
What my friends say,
They were jealous of her
And
golden
there's a
throat.
message that I'm sending out like a telegraph to your soul. And if I can't bridge this distance, stop this heartbreak overload, I ain't missing you at all. Since you've been gone, no way, I ain't missing you.
Missing you.
No matter what my friends say, I ain't missing you. Damn, look at them titties. You. I can lie to myself. And there's a storm that's raging through my frozen heart tonight. I ain't missing you at all.
We'll never understand God. You know?
I know. Why did he give her so much talent and, skimp out on the rest of us?
No matter.
There's more talent on those two titties than all of us combined.
I ain't missing you. I ain't missing you.
I swear to God, this is the first time I've seen her probably like 5 or 6 times. The first time I actually looked at her face.
Oh, really? Well, the rest of it is to distract you away from her face. Okay.
There isn't anything that could be that successful. I'm sorry.
I think
Thanks,
it's
Phil.
I think it's time for because we got a lot of
Something
them.
else.
We got a lot of them.
We do?
Oh yeah. There's like 4 sausages that there were more. Couldn't even download them all.
Oh my goodness.
been
He's been busy over the holidays,
He's
huh?
just been pumping out sausages.
All right. Well, everybody get ready to belly up to the bar.
Did you do a Christmas sausage yet? Did he do one of those?
Yes.
I think he did
spiral
one
ham.
before we left, didn't he?
That was Thanksgiving, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was it?
All right.
Hey, look, Lois, the John McCain experience. I want to be president.
All right, here we go to the sausages. I love that one. What are we gonna do first?
Shreva said that Maureen sings better than Sandy. Fight him over it.
Oh, I don't
Karaoke.
know. I don't know.
I don't really think that what Phil values about her is her singing capabilities. Yes.
Hey there, folks, and welcome.
The first
Hey,
one.
Grandma.
Oh, this must be the Christmas one. The first one is a spiral ham, a cook's spiral ham.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey there,
Is he gonna
folks,
put anything
and
else?
welcome back.
It looks like just a ham.
I guess. Well, there's no place like home for the hammy days. We got a spiral cut ham here. It's got natural
I'm saying
juices.
honey baked
How do you
hams
even
are the
cook
best.
this thing? 3 hours? We don't have that kind of time. If we pump up the oven from 275 to, I don't know, 450, that should cut the cooking time right in half. That's a wet ham. I think it's leaking. My ham is leaking. We gotta birth this thing. We're gonna poke the sack.
All right, I gotta settle the debate in the chat. It's gonna be real close between Sandy and Maureen on karaoke, but Sandy brings like the whole package. You know, the I don't know, just the whole act is there too. So the kiss one.
I think he's daring you, Maureen.
The kiss one was phenomenal. when she did kiss, when she had the mask on, Gene Simmons mask. Yeah, that was.
So this is a bang.
And her use of props and things. Yeah, it's all coming together for Sandy.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
You
that's
should
a lot
cut
of
it
ham
off and cut the cooking time.
juice. Oh, God. I know what you're thinking. Mr. Sausage, there's no oven down here. How are you gonna cook this thing? Looks the same. Glaze your ham, glaze it in December. It's like it grew like 3 times the size. I hope we're all satisfied with the end result here. This is probably not the best way of going about cutting this thing. Watch out! There, now that looks like enough ham.
Okay, it's just ham. And I saw a few people come in there. So, what do you think, Doc?
Okay, let's see here. That's going to be like, kind of come out kind of like a potted meat. So I'm going to say it blows. Ham's a little more watery. So I'm going to say a 3 and a 5.
Okay. Hidden Hand.
4 out of 5, I think.
Okay. So Kitty is going 4 and 5. Or correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm misreading that. Renee is doing 3 and 4. You said 4 and 5, or what'd you say again, babe? Hidden Hand.
What's that?
What'd you say again? What was your bet again?
4 out of 5.
4 and 5. Okay. 4 and 5 or 4 out of 5?
Oh no, 4 out of 5. Sorry.
Okay. Phil?
I'm gonna go with 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Really interesting. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Miss Sandra.
Oh, Coffee Talk with Sandra. You can catch her 7 days a week, 24 hours a day on DLive and 19 other platforms.
You'd be lucky if you did.
Little sausage on the hillside.
Potted meat.
Little sausage made a ticky-tacky. That's a whole lot of unanticipated ham juice.
Uh-oh.
In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage!
Wow, that's a lot of sausage from that little.
I think that's all she wrote. This
piece of
thing's
ham.
stuffed to the gills. I don't think it's gonna blow. But will it blow?
Uh-oh.
No,
no,
it
that's
doesn't
not
blow.
fair.
But will
You
it suck?
overpacked it. You
No,
overpacked
it
anything,
doesn't
it's
do
gonna
that
become
either. I
impacted.
guess all that's left is to drink the ham juice.
Oh.
That's actually not too bad. It tastes like ham broth. You know, instead of me flying all the way to New York, I think Babbitt should come here and film in my...
So I'm gonna guess he didn't give us the Ruffalos, but I'm gonna say that's a 0.
Yeah, or a disqualification. But, you know, really, that was not fair because anything that's so compacted in there is going to be impacted, you know?
Well,
It's not going to blow. 'cause he
that's the
ever
way the
stuffed it.
sausage blows or doesn't blow.
basement. Come to my basement, Babbitt. We got things like exposed
Could have given that Will It Blow some Viagra.
piping, exposed wiring, the flood control
Cures the
panel,
wound
and
now.
this. Here we
A
go.
national hard-on's going to cure America.
What a dismount. That sausage is cooked. Let's open it up and see how we did. Yeah, that's a sausage, all right. It looks like head cheese right in the bun. All right, here we go. It's dry, but it's tasty. Let's see if any of this leftover honey glaze helps it out. Without the honey glaze, this is a 3 sausage because of how dry it is. With the honey glaze, it's a 4 sausage. So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh!
Wow, how disappointing.
Bop, 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 bop.
Grandma says rigged.
There's a
recount,
blue
audit.
one and a pink one and a green one and a yellow one.
He didn't cook it enough, Sweet is saying. I agree.
Uh,
That one wasn't done to our standards.
Oh, this one. YouTube comment suggestions. All right, here we go. The guy with holes in his socks. Twinkies.
Oh no.
Ew, who's that? What?
It's Twinkies.
YouTube comment suggestions. Just stuff it.
It's Twinkies. A Twinkie sausage.
Oh man, I don't know. That might taste really good.
It'll end up tasting like kind of a Johnny cake, or kind of like a sweet cake or bread. Yeah. It should with the marshmallow filling and then with the spongy outside. As far as the rating, I would give it probably a 4 and probably a probably a 2 or 1.
I'm gonna
Probably
go
be dry.
I'm gonna go 4 and 0.
4 and 0.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna be dry, right?
It might caramelize a little bit as he cooks. It depends on how much that fluff's in there.
His heart will instantly stop.
3 and a 2.
3 and 2? All right.
3 and 2.
All right, chat.
Grandma says 4 and 1. Renee is 2 and 2. Esreba is 3 and 1. What did I guess again?
You
You
said
forgot.
4 and 2, I think.
I can't keep up.
I said 4 and 0, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask Ken. Hey, Han, I can tell you, don't forget that you need to come, when it gets bad there, you need to come to Texas, because there's a lot of bartending jobs here, and there's a lot of them that pay really well, and I think you wouldn't have a problem finding a job. I'm just saying. And we are good folk down here.
Hey, Hidden Hand, we can move.
Yeah.
We can
Just
be in
reminding you.
Doc's neighborhood, and
My superpower's being
Well,
honest.
you
I will eat
could.
my neighbors.
He's not, because he's team human.
Yep.
I don't allow
I will
team human.
eat
Now,
your
you can't be
ass.
team human. I should have asked you that. I didn't say not my neighborhood, but I won't give you my address if you are team human. Let me put it that way. Have you weighed in?
If you move there, I'll send you her address. and
I
then-
will eat your ass.
Are you team human or team rat?
What do you mean? What does that mean? Seeing human.
Yankee, you want to explain?
When the apocalypse comes, we're gonna have to live on either eating other people or rats.
Oh, damn, that's tough.
Would you eat somebody or would you eat a rat first?
I wouldn't be able to eat somebody. So I'd have to.
So you'd eat a rat before you would. Oh yeah, I knew I liked you. Okay, so you can move to Texas. Okay.
I'm gonna
Just
move
saying.
there too.
I will
See,
eat
there
your
are-
ass.
You can't come, Phil. You can't come.
That's right.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry. You gonna eat a human? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he and
Yeah.
Kimmy are
what?
And
Kimmy's on
Crazy
Team
Man
Human.
in Austin, they're all Team Human.
Yep.
What's his name is already scoping his neighbors out about who to eat first.
My
I said,
superpower's
you
being
can't
honest.
move to
I
my
will eat my
neighborhood. You'd
neighbors.
think I was a ribeye or something.
My superpower's being honest. I will
I
eat my
probably have good
neighbors.
marbling.
I will eat your ass.
Texas it is.
You'll marble up nice, Doc.
I know I would be very tasty, I'm sure.
Right down the center there.
No comment.
Aged well, let me put it that way.
Oh, that's coming out pretty
You
thick.
can call me sausage.
It's like glue. Damn it.
Interesting.
3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. It may have taken a whole box, but we got one sausage out of it. Will it blow?
Nope.
I don't think that really blew. I'm gonna have to give that will it blow half a Ruffalo.
Oh.
Here we go.
That's close.
It tastes like organs and hot cake mix. 1 out of 5.
Oh.
Bop, bop,
Mhm. Told you like a sweet cake. Yeah.
Oh, that one wasn't
5
good.
was the taste.
I was right on that one.
Yeah, it was like a corn muffin or something.
Yeah, it makes like a Johnny cake or a sweet cake.
Look at it, folks.
Oh, this one's going to be interesting. This one's going to be interesting. Cheetos. Flaming hot Cheetos.
I don't think you can make a sausage with that. No.
Shriva, what do you mean you've already had both? Long pig and rat. What's that mean?
Wait a minute.
Oh, is Shriva on Team Human?
I will eat your ass.
What's that mean?
Has Shriva eaten rats? Is that what you're saying?
Long pig is better than rat. Oh, he's already
Oh.
had rat. Have you had human? You said you've already had both. What's that mean? You know, there is a company in California that is claiming to be selling slivers of celebrity tissue or meat. They are supposedly cutting off of, I don't know, something where you can have some of their very own, which, I could go into what I think about that, but I doubt that very seriously. But that's what they're saying.
You could buy farts from somebody, so I wouldn't.
Well, she had a heart attack from farting in the jars, so.
I commend her for really sending farts, because I wouldn't have sent farts.
She sent real farts, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
I heard tell. Sorry, you want to explain that long pig is human and you've had it? What does that mean? Did you take a bite out of somebody or what?
All right, Shriva's on Team Human. I'm going to assume
Oh,
here.
Lord.
I will eat your ass.
No, he doesn't mix the Cheetos with anything. It's just flaming hot Cheetos.
It's going to be 0-0.
It should
I'm going to go with five Ruffalos and 0.
What do the Ruffalos mean again?
Will it blow?
Oh.
0 to 5 on the will it blow.
This is a tough one.
I'm going to say 5 and 0.
And Hidden Hand?
I'll go 4-0.
All right, here we go, chat.
Okay, Grandma's at 4-0. Oh, Phil.
Wait.
Pause for a minute.
Look at the chat real quick.
Always be running says, I was fart broken when she stopped selling gas.
Oh. Who's
Look
that guy
comments down.
Who's
Two
the guy
comments
that,
down from that.
smells the buys the underwear to sniff them?
Oh, that guy's weird.
Yeah, he is strange.
Wait,
What?
Doc, look 2 comments down from the one you just read.
Okay, let me get my glass.
There's a guy that buys fresh underwear or used underwear to sniff them. The panty sniffer.
Sriver said he was hanging with tribals. It's really pretty decent. Recently deceased, natural causes.
Oh, they.
Reva, I'm sorry, but that was
What the fuck?
really disappointing to hear. I'm sorry you are not invited at the parties at my
Reva,
house. I'm just saying. 'Cause
you're
you will say, I was hanging with the natives and I just had to go cut me off a slice of Doc Martin.
Yes.
What were you doing hanging with tribals? We would like to. That would be my first question. Amongst
I will
many,
eat your ass.
many. Did they season it? How'd they cook it? What did it taste like?
Hey,
Where-
Shriva,
Ooh.
we know how to
Do
make
you know
a
if you got a
sausage
girl
out
or
of
a
Doc
boy?
Martin. We can make sausages
How
out
old
of
were
Doc
they?
Martin.
Ooh, no, I'm moving. I'm moving.
Did you eat the cheeks?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Too much information.
We can make
We
a
want
lot
to
of
know
sausage out of
many,
those
many
cheeks.
more details about all that, Sweetie. You got a lot to explain to say.
What the fuck?
It would have been rude to refuse. You know what? That would be one occasion where I might contemplate being rude. Although I will say that the closest I can come to that experience is we had gone to dinner with some
Cannibals?
a couple, for an Asian couple, and they invited us to a family celebration, and they offered us the fish eyeballs as a delicacy because that was considered to honor us as guests, and I did not know what to do. So it's cut into strip steak and grilled.
What?
Oh dear Lord.
He's
was it hard to choke down? Is he?
I don't know. Are you messing with us for real?
Phil, don't put that eyeball up there when he's talking about eating humans.
Eyeballs away, chat. Put the eyeballs up.
No. That is just something wrong with that. Grandma, you are always a troublemaker, aren't you? You always follow Phil's very nefarious.
Oh, did we get any bets in for the sausage, by the way?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still getting over Reba. I'm sorry. Grandma's 4-0. Renee is 0-0. Too dry, she says. Reba says 4-1. Of course, he eats humans, so what can we say there? No, I'm joking. I'm just teasing you, Reba.
Anybody else want to put their bets in? Put your bets in now.
Funeral practice, dead serious. Yeah, I guess you are dead serious, pardon the pun. That was pretty good. Are you teasing?
I don't know.
Why would you be hanging with somebody tribal is what I'm wanting to know. Where were you? For what purpose and what brought all that about? Inquiring minds want to know,
Hey, Shriva, you, myself, and Kimmy can run down there with a grill when the apocalypse comes.
You would.
That's right.
You think, well, give us some of that Texas hot sauce put on Doc Martin.
Bring a sausage maker too.
I will eat your ass.
You would not have to use any meat tenderizer is all I can say.
I could picture, I don't know what Shriva looks like, but I could picture him walking through the jungle or something, just like stumbling on some natives.
I used to travel a lot. I guess you did.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The dates, man. Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess. And you may be saying, but you just did a hot sausage. Well, the Carolina Reaper has contaminated all of my equipment, so instead of it contaminating a good sausage, we'll use it to our advantage and use that lingering heat in order to enhance this sausage. This sausage will only be seasoned with the flaming hot seasoning. $4.49 for this much Cheetos? We also have a different problem. Our meat is frozen solid. It's gonna take forever to
he's gonna
hack
put
away
meat
some,
with it too. Hold
some
on.
sausage meat from this. That's solid.
Yeah, that does change everything.
No amount of whacking this thing's gonna cure it of its frozenness. So I'm gonna throw it in the microwave to thaw it. I put it in the microwave for like 2 minutes. Yeah, now we're cooking. Just past the bone. That's probably enough fat to make this sausage. Now we add the Cheetos. That's probably enough.
All right, that changes all the bets here. Cheetos and meat. Ugh. I'm gonna go with 2-0.
That's gonna taste good.
I think it's gonna make it taste like a hot link kind of thing. He'll probably think that's good because he's got weird taste. I would say, no offense, I didn't mean that ugly, man, because you said that sounds good. And I'm going, well, that sounds terrible. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry that didn't come out right. Oh gosh. So he's gonna grind that up, frozen meat.
I'm not mixing hot Cheetos with my Doc Martin sausage. That's for sure.
Oh, you're too bad. Go ahead, Hidden Hand. What I think on this one. This throws my analytical mind into a tizzy.
3-4, I think.
3-4. What kind of meat was that?
That had to be pork, I think. That
Was
looked like
it?
pork.
Golly gee dog. Because it will defrost a little bit and that moisture will be in it as you grind it. So you got to figure in that factor, but it won't be, like room temperature.
Is it organic pork? Is it?
Oh, har. So I'm going to say, this is so hard. I'm going to say a 1, and I think he'll give it a 3, maybe. 1 and a 3. Okay, so let's see what everybody's saying. Spicy pork, Renee's saying.
I see RM John's 3-4, Shriva 1-3, Grandma 2-1.
Shriva, I know you're saying that now, but there's no great calamity that's befallen. You might not be saying that to me if there was some big calamity. You'd be going, oh, there's some prime rib up there. I'm going. I'm just teasing you. Only positive if you belong to that subculture. Did you belong?
No,
Be
he
my
was,
next
he was
question.
in the...
I think he just stumbled in.
Yeah.
So he was just fisting, so he wouldn't be
So-
of that culture, subculture. So why would they offer it to you?
Shriva, if you were wandering through Texas after the apocalypse and you wander upon somebody running a sausage machine in Doc Martin's area, stop on by.
I'm never telling Shriva where I live. That's all I can say. He says, touche, licks lips. No, just passing through, he says. Just passing through. Oh yeah, the tribal area. Just passing through.
Well, that looks disgusting. That's what am I doing? I'm in my basement making Cheeto sausage. This could be a 0 out of 5. It could be a 5 out of 5. Eve, they put a sausage on the moon. Sausage on the moon. Get out of there. Oh. In 3,
Morning,
2,
pretty easy.
1. Lick sausage.
It's going in there pretty good.
I believe that's as good as that's gonna get. This sausage is hauntingly beautiful. This Will It Blow is brought to you by HelloFresh. That's right, HelloFresh. America's not.
Skip past the commercial.
Yeah, please.
Oh, that looks legit.
Yeah, that did. That looks good too.
You can do it. All you have to do is go to the grocery store. You don't have to order it in a box. Follow me for more.
I will when it starts sending Doc Martin in a box.
You
bad.
It almost made it. I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow 1 Mark Ruffalo.
Didn't I win that one? Did I say 1? Did I vote 1?
Nope. I did.
believe
I
I
said
did,
1 and
Yankee.
0.
I believe I did. You did you?
Yeah, I changed it to 1 and 0. After
What
I
did
saw the
give it?
meat.
I thought I gave it was the 1.
Here we go.
Reaper threw me off.
We got a first already, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that you don't want to see.
Reaper got it.
But we're just gonna lick this sausage right. Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. Everything is still so red. I can't tell if the meat's raw or not. It's gotta be done.
I'd make sure to
We've
cook
had
it
a lot
then.
of sausages on the show. This is probably the worst looking one I've ever seen. It looks like it has plenty of venereal diseases. We're just gonna give this one a little nip. I have no idea. I have no idea if that's done or not.
That looks great.
All right, well, there it is, up close and personal. Here we go. It is not bad. It's got some heat to it, but it's not insane like those insanity peppers that we used last time. It's worth making at home if you're into doing that. So I think if we seasoned it with a little bit of salt, we could have flavored this thing to a 5. So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 4 out of 5.
Holy
wow. Told you. I was close.
Oh, Renee had 4. The only
Thank
one.
you, Shriva. We both said 1 and 3, so I got it too.
Don't tell
On the first
because it hurts.
We got one last one here. One
Oh,
last
Shriva
sausage.
says BD. He made a Sandy sausage.
Wonderful.
All right, this one is. Oh, this one's not. This is gonna be gross.
What is this?
Sandra, welcome back.
What is this?
I guess. Well, happy New Year, everybody. We're celebrating a new year.
Champagne. One of my favorites.
And we do that. We're doing champagne and caviar.
Caviar.
Sausage. The vodka lumpfish caviar. That looks fishy. And perhaps the black lumpfish is more your speed. There it is. We also got this big bottle of Corbel that I look forward to finishing during the duration of filming California champagne. Which means it's not real champagne. We're gonna throw that back in the freezer once we're done cubing it up. A lot of sausage aficionados yelling at me about the temperature of the grinder. Hey buddy, you keep your eyes on your own grinder.
Oh, he's putting a bunch of stuff
We're
in
gonna
there.
throw this back in the freezer for like 30 minutes to chub it up a little.
What kind of meat is that?
freezing, I don't see
It looked like the rest of the pork and bacon.
a reason why we can't try out
It looked
the
defrosted, didn't it?
goods here. It smells like fish. Good God, is that salty? Hopefully this one's a little bit not as terrible. It's just as salty as the other one. I'm starting to think this sausage may not, turn out well. Perhaps a little champagne to drown out that overwhelming taste of salty fish. With champagne, it could just explode as soon as you take the cork off. And the great thing about the cork cage is that it can be reused in the bedroom. All right, let's see how well this room temperature champagne really is. It's not terrible. It's not good to drink alone on New Year's. Well, how about we have Mrs. Sausage come down and try it? Mrs. Sausage, will you come down here and try this champagne?
It's 6 in the morning.
If I wanted to know what time it was,
It's a
I would have
mimosa.
married a clock.
Pour a little
Alright,
orange
we
juice
got
in there,
frozen
darling.
meat.
You got it made. Everybody likes to start the morning with a
I don't
little
know why I
mimosa.
put it on the thing. I gotta just throw it right back into the grinder.
Okay, so see, that's not frozen, I don't think.
So it's bacon and pork.
Is he putting
I don't know how good of an
caviar in
idea
there?
it is to throw this down the grinder. I think they'll burst. We'll give it a test run. We won't throw it all down there. We'll see what
It'll make
happens.
a paste.
All right. Well, those won't grind, so we're just gonna mix it in. This will be our only seasoning. And the little red. I got a feeling. Oh, it looks okay. Listen, I'll be the first to admit. This is an odd sausage. I bet this is how Jay-Z eats his sausages. Well, I'm thoroughly disgusted. Intense beef.
All right. You saw it.
Okay.
Pork, bacon, caviar, and champagne.
I think that's going to be a 1 and a 0.
I'm going to go 0 and 0.
0, 3.
0 and 3. All right, chat. Put your bets in. Put your bets in.
Esreva says 1-0. Renee said 3-0. Grandma says 0.5 and 1.
Point. Oh, a half. I'm going with 0 and 0. All right. Hey, Maureen on Nida, our official Nida.
Nida.
I need a cozy for my gun. Make my
Call
shit look
Sandy.
tight. So when I hold my gun sideways like this and miss everything I shoot at, I can look cool. All right, let's go.
Well, I said 3. It's probably gonna be gross.
All right, in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage.
Holy cow.
Oh, look at that, it burst. Well, that's a nice how do you do. Not only did it burst, but it did burst bad. Well, look, if this sausage is terrible, it's not like I'm gonna eat the whole thing anyway, so this may be a blessing in disguise. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Manscaped. Do you stink? Are you a stinky stink? Do squirrels fall out of the tree?
Come on.
Why is he washing tennis balls with it? Holy cow.
That's a pretty straightforward Will It Blow. I'm gonna give that Will It Blow 2 Mark
2.
Ruffalo's. I believe the children.
Wow.
2.
2.
Oh, Shriver got it. Oh, and then changed it to 1. Oh, no.
You almost had it.
Here we go.
I think that's right, Esreva.
It's gonna be so salty.
Oh,
All
it's
right,
going to be
let's,
terrible, I
you
think.
know, give this sausage its due. That's a lot of fishy liquid. Then we're just something for you and the missus to think about later. There, that looks correct. All right, let's open up this sausage and see how we did. Oh, that's a whole lot of liquid. It's a good-looking sausage. I got some real strong doubts about this one, but here we go. It's extraordinarily fishy and salty. At no point can I taste the champagne, but boy do I taste that caviar. It's pretty bad. There's no beating around the bush here. I'm gonna give this sausage here a 1.5 out of 5.
What?
Happy New Year, everyone,
What?
and I'll see you in 2022. I'm gonna go gargle Listerine for about an hour.
If it was that bad, why do you give it 1.5?
Ooh, I know.
Oh.
I don't always agree with him.
Bop, 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 bop.
Because he didn't ask me, but just saying.
I'm going to the YouTube Gaming Commission on that one.
Yeah, you need to.
Nah, I got a serious complaint about that one. All
Renee
right.
says he's an idiot. She does not beat around the bush.
We're at the end of the show here.
Was that all 4 of them? Did we do all 4?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Did all 4.
Interesting grouping tonight.
Hidden Hand, take us out, sir.
Oh, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Oh, no problem. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're so glad you came.
Thanks. I was chilling at home, and thanks for inviting me.
Hold on to the end until we're off air, Hidden Hand.
Okay.
And you're always welcome, darling.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Doc Martin.
Well, thanks for coming, y'all. It's been fun, and we've got our first show of the year under our belt. and we did miss our UK Neil and our grandma, but they will return. And it was great to have you, Hidden Hand. Glad you came. Yankee, it's been real. And it's been fun, but I can't say it's been real fun. I'm joking. You know I love you, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow at, I can't remember what time. 4 o'clock? Yeah, 4 o'clock. With the crew from WOMFG 33.3 on your AM dial. And we'll see you then. So don't forget Sunday Night Shit Show tomorrow night. What's on tonight? Saturday? I don't know if Pessy's on. Our first launch on the Odyssey garnered no viewers, but hey, it's our first day over there. So new platform, everything worked fine so far that I can tell today. So I got that all thrown together pretty quickly. And we're back on YouTube, and I didn't get an email during the show, so that's interesting. That's a good thing.
Give them time. Give them time.
For another day.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be banned. Yes, we'll see you. Adonis Paul's on tonight. I know that for sure. I don't know about Pessy. Tomorrow night, Sunday Shit Show. Tomorrow morning, Coffee Talk with Sandra at 10:30. There you go.
And Sarita, if Phil does give you my address, don't worry about checking it out because I will have already moved, darling.
I will eat your ass.
All right. We'll see you.
Good night, y'all.
We'll see you all later.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.
Good night. Have fun, Grandma.
Oh, I thought I fixed that.
Are we off?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only dysfunctional DJ. Stranded at the drive-in, branded a fool. What will they say? Hit me! It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in the air. Put it in the air. Yeah. Suck, Snoop. Top dog, bite them all. Yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swank in my hair. Trick, quit talking, crip walk if you down with the set. Take a bullet with some grip and take the smoke on the jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress. Sipping on yak, clipping all the amps, dipping through hood. Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood, South Central out to the west side. It's California love, it's California bug. Got your boy a gang of pub. I'm on one, I might bell up in the Century Club with my jeans on. You know what happened?